Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Downtown Detroit, Michigan, and welcome to Ford Field. I'm Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. An exhibition contest here between the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings. It's the old and new here, Chris, with Brett Favre squaring off against Matthew Stafford in a division matchup.
Well, how about this one for a generational matchup? Brett Favre against Matthew Stafford. Brett Favre has been around for a while. I would imagine that Matthew Stafford probably in grade school watching Brett Favre at the beginning of his career. But there's no question that when you're talking about the Detroit Lions, if they're ever going to be a competitive team that is where the Minnesota Vikings were a season ago, it is going to be based on the right arm of Matthew Stafford.
Two hungry teams ready to fight it out. Let's send it down to the field. Short throw to the left. Jared Allen was there for the stop. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football. But you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure. Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Flips it out short to his left. 10-yard pickup on the play. So that will make it second down. Second down and very short yardage here. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 27. And they'll run him again. He's wrestled down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. It's now 2nd and 5. Sweep left. Still going. He fights forward to about the 20. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. Looked like the containment just broke down on that one, and they end up giving up the first.
Defense is all about gap control. All you have to do is maintain your one gap. If one guy blows it, you can give up a big play like that.
Gives it right side. Six more yards for the score. Going up top for the end zone. And now the offense will be faced with a third down situation. The offense is looking at 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Looks for the safe short throw. Feel the roar. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions are able to score the game's first points.
The passing game is really completely different once you get inside that 10-yard line. You don't have time to sit and hold the ball. That time he got it out quickly and got it in there for the touchdown.
Jason Hanson hits the PAT. It's now a 7-point game. Detroit is up a score. Time for the drive summary. We'd like to let everyone know that this is brought to you by Verizon. Hanson gets ready to kick it away. Johnson is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Harvin fields the ball at the 5. He makes it out to the 28.
Let's see what they do with the play calling here. The last thing you can afford to have happen right now after that big drive is to go 3 and out.
They pick up 2 yards. That brings up 2nd down. It's a 2nd and 8 situation now. Ball on the 30-yard line. Looks left. Here's a short pass. Gain of about 5 through the air.
Yeah, very safe, simple play, hitting the underneath receiver for a solid gain.
So it's 3rd down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. It's a loose ball. Johnson is there to pick up the ball. Minnesota will maintain possession.
Turnovers can definitely turn a football game around, and that defense had a chance that time to make a big play.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 24. Searching for an open man. They can't catch him. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings started at their own 30 and used 4 plays for the score.
Percy Harvin brings so much to the table as a wide receiver. He's really an asset to this offense.
The extra point to tie this game up. Longwell ties it up with the point after. Minnesota will be kicking off. Brown is back to receive the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The offense will take over at the 20-yard line. Here's a counter play. Antoine Winfield was there to bring him down. 5-yard pickup, second down. Second down and 5 to go at the 25. Gives it to the back. The referee is going to have to dig to the bottom of this pile to see who came away with it.
I'm not really sure who got to that ball first. I think it changed possessions a few times at the bottom of that pile, but the offense came away with it, and they earned it.
He's going to throw it. The stop was made by Lito Shepherd.
Matthew Stafford absolutely drilled that one in there, and he needed to. This guy can throw as hard as anybody in the league.
From their own 37-yard line. He gets another carry. It's a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Brings up second down and 6 yards to go. Ball's on the 41. Takes a lick as he lets it go.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Here's the throw. He can't come up with it. Incomplete pass. Brian Johnson was the intended receiver on the play. Fourth down. The Lions line up to punt. They catch him at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings punctuated that last series with a touchdown. I got to tell you, they look really good. They have this defense way back on their heels.
A pickup of about 7. That brings up second down. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. He's going to pass. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line. First down and 10. Drop play. He's dropped down at the 48-yard line. They line up at the 48. We've played a quarter, and we're all tied up. looking for a man. He catches it, but he's out of bounds, incomplete. Percy Harvin was the intended receiver.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
Brad Childress doesn't like the call on the field, so he's going to have them take another look at it.
There is a challenge on the field. The ruling will be reviewed. After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
Ryan Longwell tacks on the extra point. Minnesota is up a touchdown. Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Lloyd will be kicking off. They catch him at the 24-yard line. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt it away. Nate Burleson was his intended target.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Hey, don't panic. Let's focus, all right?
They line up at the 24. Barely gets it off.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Flips out short. Pettigrew can't hang on to the ball. Picks it up.
Well, one thing for sure, the ball's not going to stay free on that field for very long. Defensively, they were all over that one.
The halfback with the carry. He tries to spin, but he's brought down. Second and 7 situation here. Ball on their 34. Passes short right side. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 16.
The Vikings are doing a pretty good job in the passing game. The receivers are finding some space in the secondary, and the ball is getting there on time.
Checks down to the short pass.
And sometimes you get used to throwing to those speedy wide receivers, and the tight ends are just a stride slower, and you saw it there.
Passes to the end zone. Bernard Berrien was the intended receiver on the play.
And that's a throw you just expect a professional quarterback to make. He doesn't miss those wide open throws like that very often.
Surveys the field. They make the tackle, but not before he gives the Vikings a first down and goal. Minnesota hoping to go up 2 touchdowns here. Breaks a tackle, and he will score. Touchdown.
Well, if you're going to make a living in this league as a running back, you're going to have to make somebody miss at some point, and that was a big somebody in the backfield that time, able to escape and stuck it in for the touchdown.
Lloyd is ready to kick this one off. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The Lions will start this drive at the 20. He lets it go. It's picked off. Is he going to score?
You know, some defensive players, you don't want to throw it in their zone because it might get intercepted. Some guys, you absolutely don't want to throw it there because they can turn it into a touchdown going the other way.
Lloyd gets ready to kick it away. He makes it to the 22. The Lions turn the ball over on an interception their last time out. Short throw to the right. And the tackle was made by Lito Shepherd.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.3 40. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
Again with the carry. He's tackled at the 38. Hands it off. He puts it on the ground. Fight for the loose ball. Who's got it? Minnesota has the football. The Vikings recover it after the long battle. The Vikings will begin this drive at the 41-yard line. Pitch right. He's wrestled down at the 40. Here's the give. He gets out to about the 38-yard line. Still looking for an open man. Houston with the interception.
And I like the way he extended for the ball there. He didn't wait for that ball to come to him. He extended his arms, went out and made a play.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. That's a gain of 2. Second down. Has a man to his right. Little flip. Javid Best was the intended receiver. Short pass to his left. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line.
Get in this game, man, and let's go.
Fourth down. The Lions are lining up to punt it away. And they down it at the 4. The Vikings suffered an interception on their last possession. Gives it right side. Runs for about 8 yards. And that'll bring up second down. And 2 yards away here on second down. Hand off to the right side.
And for a defense in those short yardage situations, more often than not, you're going to give up the first down, but you certainly don't want to allow them to break out the big one.
And we'll have a first down and 10. He gets off the throw. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. They'll start at the 14. He's brought down at the 20. 6-yard gain on the run. And now it's third down. Passes it short. Percy Harvin was his intended target. It's 4th down. The Vikings are lining up to punt this one away. He'll bring it back to the 44-yard line. And now it's time to take a look at this game's top performers, brought to you by Gatorade. He passes it. He's wrestled down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice gain.
Dumps it out left. Brian Johnson got blasted and just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, he got rocked and the ball rolled. There was nothing left after that hit.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 36. Looks to throw it. He's dropped down at the 18.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Ball on the 18. They line up at the 18. Dumps it short. He drops the easy pick. Brandon Pettigrew was the intended receiver on the play. Second down and 7 yards to go. He's searching for a receiver. Detroit takes the timeout. That was their 2nd timeout. Not many plays in the playbook designed to get this kind of yardage. 3rd down and long. Gets it away. Touchdown, Lions. Feel the roar.
That's the kind of pitch and catch you just love to see in the NFL. And the difference is these quarterbacks' abilities to zip it into little tight spaces, and these receivers don't miss.
Hansen tacks on the extra point. Hansen will kick it deep. It's fielded at the 2. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Here's the pass. It's broken up by the defender. Bernard Berrien was the intended receiver. Second down and 7 yards to go. Good coverage downfield.
That was impressively done by the Lions.
They're now looking at a 3rd and long after the sack. Inside give. And we've come to halftime here. The score, 28-14. Minnesota awaits the kickoff to start the 3rd quarter. Collects it at the 7. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Flips it out short to his left.
You really get the feeling the officials are letting these guys play out here today. There have been no penalties called to this point. Great to see a game like this.
Run play, left side.
I just don't know if there are running backs in the game today that have the raw physical skills that Adrian Peterson has. When he gets just a little bit of a crack of a hole, he is through it so fast that people just can't anticipate that kind of speed.
Sidney Rice was his intended target.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Second down and 7 yards to go. The ball is on the 39-yard line. Has a man short to his left.
You really get the feeling the officials are letting these guys play out here today. There have been no penalties called to this point. Great to see a game like this.
He gets off the throw. Looked like he had it, but it's knocked loose. Bernard Berrien is rocked, and it causes an incompletion.
That's just a big hit right there. No way the receiver could hold on to that one.
Fourth down. The Vikings are lining up to punt this one away. And they down it at the 7.
When you go for a punt to pin a team deep in their own territory, the last thing you want to have happen is to have it end up in the end zone for a touchback, because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
They've got a 2nd and 12 here. Again with the run.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive, the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Best, the ball carrier, gains his way to the 13-yard line.
That's terrible.
Fourth down. The Lions ready to punt this one away. He'll be stopped at around the 46-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Pick up a 4. That brings up 2nd down. Second and 6 yards to go. They'll get the call again.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Gets the pass off. Sidney Rice was the intended receiver on the play. It's 4th down. Looks like they'll kick it away here as the punt. He angles it out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Really need to step it up offensively now. Either somebody come up with a big play or at least sustain a drive to keep that defense on the field for a while. A touchdown on this series would be a huge boost.
On their own 20-yard line. And he makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Dumps it out right. He's hit, but he's still on his feet.
The Vikings suffered a major lapse in coverage that time. Matthew Stafford made a great read, saw the zone, knew exactly where to go with the football. Perfect quarterback play that time.
That's what we are.
Good gain through the air will set them up with another first down and 10. He throws downfield. He's brought down at the 25. Calvin Johnson with his third reception. Running out of time.
This is one of those defensive coordinators who's known for his exotic blitz packages. He could blitz anytime, any down, any point in the game. If you're a quarterback, you usually don't sleep too well before you play against this guy.
Brings it in for a completion.
No penalties called in this one. No sightings of the referees. This is my kind of a football game.
They line up at the 27. Goes through his progression. Deflected and broken up. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. This will be a 44-yard attempt. The kick is good. Hansen is ready to kick this one off. He brings it back to the 23. The Vikings will set up shop at the 23. Tosses left. Delmas drops him for a loss at the 20. Pass is short right side. And he's tackled at the 37.
Well, the beat goes on for Brett Favre in this passing attack. The Minnesota Vikings really were sensational a year ago. Brett with a remarkable year, 34 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. His quarterback rating of 107.3. certainly put him in the hunt for the MVP, and I think arguably with the way the Vikings played last season, you could make a case for him being the MVP. Of course, Peyton Manning ended up with that award.
Second down and 5 to go. Ball's on the 41. Run play, left side. It's a pass. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 28-17. The Vikings have possession and control of the game as we get ready to begin the fourth. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Flips it out short to his left. Derek Williams was the intended receiver. It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Ball is on the 20. Passes it downfield. Calvin Johnson was his intended target.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Surveys the field. He's dropped down at the 27-yard line. It's fourth down. The Lions ready to punt this one away. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. It's the tailback. He's wrestled down at the 40.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain. Great grab. What a completion.
Sidney Rice makes his third grab. So it's now 1st and 10 after the big pass play. Feeds it to the back.
And that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively, filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Pitch right. They bring him down, and it's 1st down and goal. Minnesota trying to go up by 3 scores. On the ground with the tailback.
1 score is nice, but 2, that is really special. And ask any fantasy football player out there, if this guy's on your team, you're almost as happy as he is right now.
Point after is good. Over 10 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And our score, the Vikings, 35. The Lions, 17. Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Lloyd looks ready to kick it away. It's fielded at the 2. Gets to about the 24 before going down. Gives it left side.
And you could see the running back there just saying, where are my guys? Where's my blocking? What's going on out here? Just need a little help from your friends.
So the sack brings up this 3rd and very long situation. Look out, heavy pressure on him. Got it! They hook up for the long completion. Excellent gain through the air will set them up with another 1st down and 10. He's tackled at the 24-yard line. The pass is away. Derek Williams finally gets into the action, making his 1st reception of the game. First down and 10. They line up at the 12. searching for an open man. Clark was the intended receiver on the play. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. Someone jumped early down there.
False start, offense.
Even the slightest twitch by an offensive lineman will draw a flag. You know, defensive guys really have a bit of an advantage. As long as they don't cross the line of scrimmage, they can jump and flinch and try and get that offensive line to react.
That brings up another third down attempt. Hammered as he lets it go. Dennis Northcutt was the intended receiver.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
They call on the field goal unit here. This will be a 31-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. Well, that one looked like it was going wide, but it barely made it in.
That one just made it inside the upright. That's one where you see the field goal kicker going, but he got it.
And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. They'll go to work at the 28-yard line. Gives it off. He's brought down at the 31.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
Running strong downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. The defense must know he's going to get the ball, right, Chris?
Apparently not, Tom. How many more is he going to catch before they start waking up to the fact that this is the guy you have to stop?
And the point after is good. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And our score, the Vikings, 42. The Lions, 20. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Lloyd looks ready to kick it away. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Under heavy pressure, gets it off, and he takes a hit. Calvin Johnson was his intended target.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
He's going to throw it. They can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. Good coverage downfield. What can they do to stop the bleeding here, Chris? They brought him down 4 times now.
I really don't know what you do as an offense at this point, because if it's one guy struggling or one guy winning the battle, you can help one side or another. But when your entire offensive line is getting beat on a consistent basis, what do?
Looking for a man. The defender tips it away. The Vikings will start this drive at the 14. Hands it to the back. Gains 9, second down. Four yards will get them in for the score. Short throw to the left. Comes down with it. Touchdown! The PAT is up and good. With less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth, the score, the Vikings, 49, the Lions, 20. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. Lloyd will send this one deep. He stopped at the 24-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 24-yard line. They might have mistimed the snap on that.
You know, it's just 5 yards, but a penalty like that can really throw your offense off rhythm. You definitely have to now change the play call at this point.
The Vikings get pick number 2 of the game. Ball is on the 8-yard line. Give to the tailback. It's a gain of 3.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
And now it's time to take a look at this game's top performers, brought to you by Gatorade. That brings up second down and goal. 2 minutes left in the ball game. They give it off here. 2-yard pickup. That brings up third down. Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. Looks left. Here's a short pass. Harvin now has 5 catches. It's 4th down, and this should be an easy 3. And the kick is good. And with that, the score is the Vikings 52, the Lions 20. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They'll go to work at the 20. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. And he's hit as he lets go of the ball. It's picked off, and that ought to do it.
Well, interception number 3, pretty impressive for this Minnesota Vikings defense. And remember, last year, this was not one of their strengths. Just 11 interceptions on the season. Of course, Antoine Winfield had some injuries a year ago. But Cedric Griffin was the man last year with 4 of those interceptions. So to get 3 in this one, getting this defense back on the right track.
That'll do it from Detroit. Stay right there for highlights and stats. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant, the greatest smell in the NFL. Here's one for the highlight reel. It's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.